What's good, everybody? Welcome to another edition of this Bigger Than Hip Hop. I'm so glad y'all joining us. You know, where we continue to have those higher infinite power, healing our people type conversations. And tonight, we definitely gonna continue that. You know, that's what we do. Sound a little sniffly there. Yes, I am congested, so I'm gonna just say it right out back. Pardon me for whatever you might hear throughout. I'm trying to maintain, but it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. Tonight, we got a real great show for y'all, man. I'm really excited. We got a couple of guests we're going to bring to y'all. The house is full. It's full tonight. It's full tonight. We going to get it in. We got a returning guest. We're going to pick up and recap over there talking about that 50 Shades of Dance. You know, special guest, dancing choreographer, Miss Tasha B going to be in the building. Also following, we got a very, very special guest, recording artist, singer, songwriter. The Jetta, she's coming in the building to share that debut song, Mr. Right. Then on the phone, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get it in. Because, you know, I'm an author, so, you know, we definitely got to sit down with the book writers. And I'm really excited about this one because we're going to get it in with a brother that is got some real familiar circumstances that I can truly relate to. We're going to chop it up. And on the phone, ladies and gentlemen, with us is our special guest, author and poet, Jay Butler. What's good, Jay?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Yo, man, I'm good. How you?
I'm groovy, man. I'm groovy.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you taking the time to be a part of it. It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, baby.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate it.
No doubt, no doubt. Before we get started, though, tell the listening audience a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm originally from Arkansas, Palm Bluff, Arkansas. And I moved down here to Houston like 13 years ago. And it's been a long journey, man. Ended up being homeless. And my motivation was people who had faith in my craft, who had faith in my talent. You know, this is what made me come up out of the struggle,
right.
You know. So, yeah, I feel blessed, man. I feel blessed to have so many people to show me love and people to support me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So unfortunately, like you said, you was homeless, but during this course of the time were you writing your book that we're going to discuss, 7 Days Confessions?
Yeah, the things I saw on the streets, man, that's what gave me motivation, seeing all the struggles and things that, how people got lost out there on the streets. They gave me something to write about, you know, just seeing how people got complacent with the handout, and they stopped striving.
Right.
They got too comfortable, and I dreamed too big just to give up. So seeing that motivated me. Like, no, I don't want to stop. I want to keep pushing.
That's what's up. One, I too had experienced homelessness at one time or two. And at that time, I was actually writing and publishing my magazine, so I can truly relate to you when it comes to that. And when I think about you talking about how, you know, people and getting complacent, yeah, that was my thoughts and my first time ever encountering incarceration. So definitely can truly get where you're coming from when you say you get this perspective and it kind of brings things to the forefront. So writing 7 Days of Confession, like, where did the name come from?
Well, I got the name 7 because 7 is a holy number.
Okay.
And confessions because everything I write is confessions. I turn conversations that I had with people into poems, you know. And things I saw, you know, it was like confessions. And part of them poems are things I went through.
Right.
So that's why I say 7-day confession.
Okay. Yeah, you shot me one of my inboxes like, oh, bro, it's deep.
Yeah.
That was something off the top, or you know, it was something you had to stash.
No, there was something. That was one of my new poems I'm writing in my third book. You know? Yeah.
Where they can get your book from? Let them know where they can get that book from. While we talking
you
about
can get
it.
the book from Amazon, Kindle Fire, and Barnes and Noble, and you can reach me on Facebook, Jay Butler, and you can hit me up on my Gmail, jayeclex@gmail.com, JAYECLEXX@gmail.com.
No doubt. Now, we talked about the inspiration behind 7 Days Confessions. What do you want people to walk away with after reading your book?
want people to know that it is hope when you out there on the streets and you feel like there's no hope. It is hope, man. Without struggle, no progress. You know, you got to struggle in order to progress. You know, and that's one thing I learned reading on Frederick Douglass, man. Without struggle, is no progress, and that's true. And it made me a stronger person mentally and spiritually. Made me stronger. You know, and I also want people to know that the women who suffer with breast cancer, who went through domestic violence, all the kids who are going through struggle, don't give up, keep pushing. And there's somebody out there who do love you, who is fighting for you.
Now, I seen some PCAs, public service announcements. Y'all got some of the struggle, the Black Lives Matter. Yeah, you got real personal with it. I'm digging your book, man. Appreciate you sending me a copy, man. I was like, check out your boy.
Yeah.
My question is, how long did it take you to write this after you saying you experienced in your homelessness circumstance and took that for inspiration? How long did it take you to write it?
It took me like 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
It took so long because of distractions in my life, you know, distractions in my reality.
Right.
That's why it took so long, you know. Every time I was getting on my feet, I ended up losing my apartment or falling off again, losing everything. Mm-hmm. So, and then I also got distracted by the worldly things, you know, and that's another thing that made me fall off, you know.
Okay. Okay. So, you talking about you writing your third book. What are we talking about? It's going to be in the same vein, or you got another theme? What's that going to be about?
The other one's called Confessions of a Sinner, you know, and it's more personal because in that book, you can tell that I'm dealing with demons. I'm fighting demons, you know.
Right.
Like I'm battling good and evil, you know. A part of me is trying to live a righteous life, and then another part of me want to be out there in the world. Like it's like part of me feel like I'm missing out on something, but I know I'm not, you know. So in the book, I'm explaining how I'm battling demons, you know.
Okay, I got you. When you first realized you wanted to be a writer and take your experiences as you're doing and put it into words?
You know, funny thing is, man, my passion was sports. I never thought in a million years I'd be a writer. You know, I used to pay people to write poems for me so I can impress females. You know, I used to pay the dudes to write poems for me. But I went to Denver one time, and make a long story short, this lady asked me, was I gonna get on stage and do spoken word? And I told her I don't understand poetry. I don't know how to write poetry. And she asked me, do you know how to tell the truth? I said, yeah, that's easy. She said, well, that's all poetry is, telling the truth. I've been writing poetry ever since.
Gotcha. What's your favorite part about the process as a writer?
It's an escape. It helps. I can escape,
right,
you know.
Right.
And I can see the stories as I'm writing. I can see the stories. And, you know, that's how I can write it so detailed because God showed me a vision and I just write what I see, you know.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to your characters and creating them, like how personal, like how deep you get involved with your characters. Like, are you married to your characters, like killing them off? Does that do something to you as a writer?
Nah, you know, it depends what I write. You know, like when I write the poems for like domestic violence and the struggle of a woman. You know, it's like I get real detail. I write it raw and uncut. I want people to really understand what women go through, you know, in society.
Right.
So it gets real personal. Like when I talk about the little girls and little kids getting abused, you know, I make sure it's raw so people can understand, like, this is really going on out here.
No doubt. So we're talking about, you know, utilizing our voice and using platforms. That is something you've come to realize. Like, when did that become like something you said, okay, I can put my words out to the world from the standpoint of putting them down on paper?
I was inspired by Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, you know, and Gil Scott-Heron. That's one of my favorite poets, Gil Scott-Heron. I did a remake to Gil Scott-Heron. He had a poem called "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised,"
right.
and in the book I got one called "The Revolution Will Be Televised."
You want to get them a piece out the book, man? Let them get a taste. 7-Day Confessions. Give them a little something, man. Give them one of your favorites. Yeah, give them one of your favorites.
All right, you want me to spit one of my poems?
No doubt.
All right. As I open my eyes, I realize my friends are enemies in disguise, waiting for my demise to overcome the madness. In the ghetto, so much sadness. Little kids die, mothers cry. A dope fiend willing to sell his soul just to get high. I pray that my daughter have a better childhood than I, because I've seen and experienced some things that make me want to cry. But it's too late in my life to feel shame. God, feel my pain. Feel my hurt and feel my pain. A kid grows up with a disability because his mom was addicted to cocaine. He'll never get a chance to see the American dream because his mom chose to be a dope fiend. She looks in the mirror and see what she once was but never will be. Trapped by her past, and that's the reason why she'll never be free. It's a shame. Kids never get reimbursed for all the heartache and pain. A little girl, 14-year-old, get raped by her father, got pregnant, and was forced to have an abortion. So look in her eyes, you can tell she'll never be the same. Screams and holler, but no one came. When she closed her eyes at night, she hear the baby cry. So she shoots up just to ease the pain. So American society, ask yourself, who's the one to blame? God, feel my pain.
Oh, that's gangster. That's gangster. That's gangster right there. Now, you definitely doing your thing as a wordsmith. Look, I feel it, kid. I feel you coming from the place of passion, and you put the words down very vividly. Tell them where they can get that book, 7-Day Confessions.
You can get it on Amazon, Kindle Fire, and Barnes & Noble.
Tell them those social media handles so they can follow you as well.
Yeah, you can catch me on Facebook, Jay Butler on Facebook. Hit me up on my email, jayeclex@gmail.com. Yeah, hit me up, man. Hit me up on Facebook. And once again, this is for all the women and all the kids, whatever. Healing through other people's pains. And the third book, Confessions of a Sinner.
No doubt, no doubt. But stick around real quick, man. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to It's Bigger Than Hip Hop. On the phone is my very special guest, Jay Butler. We'll be right back. It's good.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl, Selena Johnson, and breakfast is over. It's dinner time now, baby. Every Friday, live on iHeartRadio. It's bigger than Hip Hop Radio.
It's bigger. It's bigger than hip hop. It's bigger. It's bigger. It's bigger than hip hop. Yeah.
It's your boy Johnny Camille checking in. It's bigger than hip hop, so make sure you stay tuned in.
Hey man, it's your boy Rich checking in. It's bigger than hip hop radio. Why? Because it's bigger than hip hop. It's bigger than music. It's bigger than life. But you can find it on like the computer screen and TV. So it get this small, but it's really big. Think about it.
Yeah, it's your boy Joe Boy, aka D-Boy Fresh, and you watching me right here on Bigger Than Hip Hop, iHeartRadio. We beneficial.
Very special guest, author and poet Jay Butler. We're talking about your book, 7-Day Confessions. Jay, what up?
What's up? How you doing, man?
All right. So let me ask you, out of all genres in terms of writing, what made you choose poetry?
I love poetry because I just love it. How people can get with it. I never wanted to be a rapper, so I feel like poetry felt my character. It said who I was as a person.
Right. So you said during this course of time of the unfortunate being homeless, you've gotten your inspiration. Tell us some of the stories and things you experienced while getting this inspiration. Like, what were some of the things that got you to say, wow, that's worthy of a story to share?
One of the craziest things I experienced, man, I remember one time I was so hungry, I had got some food out the trash can, and at one point in time I gave up, and I was going to check myself into a mental hospital because I was having a mental breakdown. I felt like it was the end,
Right.
I just had a feeling like, man, this how I'm going to die, out here on the streets. And, a friend called me one day, and God sent an angel my way. He called me. He said, hey, how you doing? I say, I'm doing all right. Make a long story short, I told him my situation.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, man, you don't have to be homeless no more, man. You can come stay with me. And when I stayed with him, I was still institutionalized. I was still living as though I was homeless. And he told me, man, he said, you don't have to live like that, man. You stay here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was homeless, I didn't know how much it traumatized me until I got into, he let me in his home, you know. And another crazy story is, you know, it's like, they let you in these shelters, man. It's like, it's just crazy all the conditions people be in. You know, people got like cysts and they can't get no help because they don't have insurance, they don't have no money. So you have a lot of sick people out there on the streets.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like you got a lot of young kids, you know, in their 20s homeless, you know, like, it's like, it looks like a third world country out there, you know. And it just, when you see stuff like that, man, just like, it made me want to fight that much harder to be the voice, you know, and try to make a difference.
Oh, no. That's what's up, yo. That's what's up. Let them know where they can get that book, 7 Day Confessions.
You can get 7 Day Confessions on Amazon, Kindle Fire, and Barnes & Noble. You can hit me up on Facebook, Jay Butler, on Facebook. Hit me up on my Gmail, jayeclex@gmail.com, jayeclex@gmail.com.
No doubt. Jay, it's definitely been an honor and pleasure, man. Wish you continued success. Book number 2, book number 1, man. We got to get you back to talk about that, man. Digging what your writing's all about, for real.
Yeah, can I get a couple of shots out?
Oh, for sure.
Well, shout out to my mentor, my friend, my sister, Marika. Rest in peace, Lisa Reed. You know, my mom. You know, shout out to Amanda. You know, and shout out to everybody who supported the book. You know,
no doubt.
I also want to say my friend Marika is she helped me with the second book. She helped write the second book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marika. She definitely doing her thing, helping you out, putting it together.
Hey, thank you so much, man, for letting me be on the show.
Oh, for sure. We definitely appreciate you. It's Bigger Than Hip Hop. We want to thank our guests right there, author and poet, Jay Butler. Y'all make sure you get a copy of the 7 Day Confessions. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. It's Bigger Than Hip Hop. You know what, man? We get excited when we get the returns. You know, the returns say you're doing something right. Say you're doing something right when they come back. And in the building, dancer, choreographer, and owner of HeelTalk and XL Talent Agency. She's back in the building, and she's the birthday girl. Tasha
Hello,
B,
everyone.
y'all.
How are you?
It's good, Miss Lady.
It's my birthday.
No doubt. Happy rotation.
30th.
No doubt. What's that like? It's been a minute for me.
It's great. It's great. I feel like this whole year has been perfect for the 30th.
No doubt. 30 is a beautiful spot. Mm-hmm. It's like you know which way you want to go, or you just going to be like trying to figure it out. It look like you figuring it out.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
You got it together. Here to talk about that follow-up. We just had you a couple of weeks ago. You guys was doing it up over there in Philly with the Philly Sirens, talking about that 50 Shades dance event.
Yes.
You judged over there. Tell us about that and what some of the artistry was like.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was definitely inspiring, and to see like all the talent there in Philly, and it was a variety of styles, and it wasn't just people from Philly. It was people from all over. Mm-hmm. And just seeing them doing what they love to do, and they put so much energy and effort into like their performance, their outfits, everything. So, you know, I just want to say thank you to everyone that came out to the show and who, you know, performed and shared their energy and their talents with us.
No doubt, no doubt. We seen some of the clips, yo. They was getting it in, man.
They were killing it. Mm-hmm. They were all competing for, you know, $500 cash prize. Mm-hmm. So.
Now, we talking about dance. You being a dancer for Beyonce out there on tour, rocking out with Tamar Braxton. Even I said you do a little something on Stars and Empire, a little chipmunk thing there, too. You kind of getting around doing your thing. How did you get into the industry now that you're doing what you're doing? What's that background like?
Well, I think I mentioned this last time, but like I really started off like dancing at family reunions and family functions. I was never put into like dance class or anything like that. It was just something that I knew was something I love to do. So it was like just raw. And, from there, I started dancing on on a dance team in college.
Right.
And from there, when I used to, I was in school for nursing, and I was sitting in my nursing class, and I would be sitting in the chairs, and I'm supposed to be paying attention, and I'm thinking of choreography in my head. So I just kind of knew that was the thing for me to do. And I just, when I came to Atlanta, I started training with different choreographers, putting myself in like different concept videos, and just doing stuff that, it definitely wasn't about the money. It was more so about
passion,
branding myself and like putting myself out there.
That's
and just trying to, learn from everybody. So I think that's how I got started, and from there, one thing led to another.
Now, for you, is dancing is something that heals your soul? It's like something that you use like for therapy?
It is. And I don't think I realize it as much. Because sometimes, dance is like any other job. It has its ups and downs.
Right.
So sometimes when you're just going through it, you're like, oh, I don't feel like it, blah, blah, blah. But then once you get through a certain point or a certain job or whatever, you're like, it was definitely, needed. And it definitely helped me get through to what I needed to get to.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, as I mentioned in my opening, you're the owner of heeltalk, and there's a difference going on there. You got heeltalk, and then you got heeltalkconnection. Tell us about the difference of those right there.
Well, heeltalk is mainly the brand and what it is, and I kind of started that with my dance classes. And then heeltalkconnection is where I found like there was a bigger purpose in dance, and I just wanted to empower women and connect women like all over the world together. So that's why it's heeltalkconnection. And I do that through various events. Right. And I wanted to do it not through only dance, but also through like business, through us going and supporting other women in their endeavors, and also just having fun, going to the club and kicking it. So
we're going to talk about that, going to the club birthday, girl. Check it out. Now, I know last time you was here, you mentioned about some merch. Tell us about that, and what it stands for, and where they can get it. Okay.
Well, I have my heeltalk trench coats coming out, and it is getting cold, as we can see, in Atlanta. And I have one on right now. A lot of people can't see, but they will be ready for pre-sales very soon, probably next week. And then everything else is just kind of open, but it's mainly about the trench coats, and because it's that season.
That's what's
and I love a trench coat.
And it look nice on you. Y'all got to see that. Check it out now. We know it's all about, it's bigger than hip-hop over here, and we doing the culture thing. But what's bigger than, for you regarding dance and all that industry work you're doing over there? What's bigger for you?
To me, and this is with any passion that you have. Like, you live out your passion, and, we all have our talents, and that's what God gave us. And we're supposed to live out those passions. But through that, you find a bigger purpose, and that's how you affect the world, and then just how many people you can touch in the world, through doing something else other than that. And that's where I came with heeltalkconnection. It's like, it's bigger than dance, Heeltalk, my dance classes, and me performing is just me teaching dance. And, that does something as well, but heeltalkconnection is a bigger purpose outside of dance.
No doubt. It's nothing like connecting to your passion and empowering people's lives. That's where it's at right there. Now, as a business owner and, dancer, choreographer, how's it been for you branching off and taking on those ranks as a business owner?
It's very hard and it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard balancing both, but it's hard because you're going in between. Okay, I know I need to build my own brand and my own thing because nobody else is gonna do it for me. But then it's also like you have your bread and butter that's making you that money that you need to build your brand.
Right.
And it's trying to do both. You know what I'm saying? You have to put in time for both. But even though sometimes people say you should focus on one thing, it's hard when you have all these ideas popping out and you're like, I have to get it done now.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No
But
doubt.
I enjoy the process of like doing my trademark and everything like that. That was a process in itself, and it was stressful.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's out the way. It's just balancing everything together.
And you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Today, you about to go show out, though.
I'm showing out tonight.
Where's that? Where's that? Tell them where it's at.
We're going to the Bughead Loft tonight. That's where it's at 11:30.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up. Y'all doing your Halloween dressing up thing?
Not so much tonight. I don't feel like that.
You don't feel like that?
I mean, everyone is welcome to, but I'm gonna just dress in regular tonight.
Well, if that's regular, y'all gotta know she cute as hell. All right, so tell us, any closing remarks you'd like to share with our listening audience?
Listening audience, just live life. And I say travel and have fun while you have the time to do so. There's much more to life than working. And yeah, I just feel like everybody should go explore the world.
Exactly, I agree. Tasha's definitely being honored and pleasure. Definitely for coming back. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for having me.
No doubt, no doubt. And y'all, we're going to take a quick commercial break. It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, and we'll be right back. Let's get a flip real quick.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl, Selena Johnson, and breakfast is over. It's dinner time now, baby. Every Friday, live on iHeartRadio. It's Bigger Than Hip Hop Radio.
This your boy Johnny Cabell checking in. It's bigger than hip hop, so make sure you stay tuned in. And
Hey man, this your boy Rich checking in. It's bigger than hip hop radio. Why? Because it's bigger than hip hop. It's bigger than music. It's bigger than life. But you can find it on like the computer screen and the TV. So it can get this small, but it's really big. Think about it.
Yeah, this your boy Drummer Boy, aka D-Boy Fresh, and you watching me right here on Bigger Than Hip Hop, iHeartRadio. We beneficial.
This is none other than Marlena, aka Lois Lane. Breakfast is over. It's dinner time now on It's Bigger Than Hip Hop with your host Jeff Hodges on iHeartRadio every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern.
It's bigger, it's bigger, it's bigger than hip hop, yeah.
It's Bigger Than Hip Hop. I'm your boy Jeff Hodges. Yo, y'all heard what we was talking about, right? We was rocking out with Miss Tasha B. She out there partying. Y'all better go check her out. Happy on that 30th. You know, be safe out there. You know, y'all checked out our after earlier, Mr. Jay Butler. We was talking poetry. You know, and it's going to always stay poetry in motion. We're going to keep it funky and keep it flowing. In the building right now, y'all. We got singer and performer here to debut her new single, Mr. Right. Hello, Mrs. Vegeta.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were going to butcher it.
Yes, I did. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
It's definitely a pleasure and honor to have you.
It's nice. It's an honor to be here.
No doubt.
This is the first. You get to say you got my first radio
Right?
interview.
We stay getting them first.
Yeah.
We stay getting them first. We appreciate it. I mean, come on. We digging your sound. So we only bringing through the best. We ain't even playing with it over here.
Yeah, I checked out the single.
No doubt.
Single been out, but the video dropped today. Did y'all check out the
video's
video?
pumping, y'all.
Yay.
Digging the visual.
Yay, thank you.
No doubt. Before we get started, though, I definitely want to say congratulations to you and yours.
Thank you.
No
I
doubt.
appreciate
That's what's
that.
up. Not like love. We digging love. But tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Listen, you gotta cut me off because I'll start rambling and
Rock out. I got you.
Well, I grew up in Chicago.
Okay.
I'm Indian. I grew up in a traditional Indian household in Chicago. It was rough. We were like the only Indian neighborhood in the neighborhood.
Wow.
Indian family in the neighborhood. All black neighborhood.
Right.
I stood out.
I'm sure.
But I ended up, I went to college at NIU for a year, and I met Debbie Allen there. And with her, she blessed me, and I ended up in LA dancing and training for like 3-4 years. I ended up in a girl group with the Stokes, Chris Stokes and that whole camp.
Okay.
Let's just say it was a learning experience.
Indeed.
Yes. And then I moved back home to Chicago and started teaching, getting a bunch of dance teaching gigs, and they Googled me, and they're like, oh, you do music? And I'm like, no, I do not. And they're like, no, we seen it on Google. And I was like, they're like, you should go solo. I know my homeboy, he's dope, you should meet him, and I met him. We started working on a song, Ended up pregnant 5 months later. Married. Had another baby a couple years after that. You saw we just celebrated our 8-year marriage anniversary. But, you know, music joined us, and he does music. The kids do music. Okay. It's the family business. We got our label called Wealth and Riches Music. And, you know, we just grinding. We're just out here just trying to make this money, raise these babies, and make some dreams come true all at the same time.
Like y'all making that happen with that too.
Yes.
No doubt. So who's been your musical influences?
Oh, I hate this question. Every time I get asked this, I'm like, crap, I don't know what to say. Like I said, I grew up in a really traditional Indian household, so I wasn't allowed to listen to English music.
Right.
Like I remember being in the 5th grade and Maya was popping it, right? She was like new on the scene, and this girl was like, dang. She's like, if you had on some red lipstick, you would look just like Maya. And I'm like, oh, thanks. And I'm like, damn, I have no idea who Maya is. All these artists exist. I've been listening to Punjabi music and like, you know, classical Indian music, and I couldn't understand a lot of it, but I felt the rhythm, and I felt it. But I remember a homegirl gave me an old boombox, and I would hide it in my closet. And my dad had me in piano classes at the time with this Asian woman, and her daughter was like, yo, you ever heard of the Spice Girls before? And I was like, no, what's that? She's like, you never heard of the Spice Girls before? And I'm like, no, I ain't never heard of the Spice Girls before. So she gave me the album and let me listen to it. And I was like, damn, it's 5 females. They dress how they want to. They sing about whatever they want to sing about. And they make money doing it. You know, and I know it's stupid to say the Spice Girls are my influence, but just that whole movement, I was like, damn, that's a possibility. And it just opened up my whole world. You know? So all the singing, dancing singers, Britney Spears, J-Lo, Beyonce, Paula Abdul's a big one. I love me some Paula Abdul, Janet. Those are my biggest influences.
I see the trend of the choreographer, dancer, singer thing going on.
But don't get me wrong, I love me some Ella Fitzgerald. I love the old stuff, the real old stuff. You know, it's hard for me to turn on the radio these days. It's painful almost.
So what's been challenging as a new artist for you?
So, what's the word? English also wasn't my first language, so I slip up sometimes. So hold on. It's so, not saturated, but it's so, help me out, Jeff.
I'm trying to think. You said it.
It's like congested. You know
saturated about said it, though. That about said it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's just a lot. And then it's like, nowadays, these record labels, they don't want to put no money into development. They want you to already have your following. They want you to already have your content. They basically want to put their name on it and put you out there.
You do all the work.
Right.
You don't need them.
It's bullshit.
Yeah,
sorry, can I say that?
Not at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're all right. We ain't no beef like Black Rob. We good.
It's BS. I'm glad I asked.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just a struggle. And then there's so many people doing the same thing. So I feel like it's way harder to create your own lane now than it was.
You think it's harder now?
I think it's harder now.
Nah,
you don't think so?
Nah, social media gives you an opportunity. Look at your iHeartRadio based on social media.
True, but at the same time, back then you wasn't competing with Instagram models.
That part, I get that part.
That can just get on, and now, it's people putting out music now. They got followings and financial backing and zero talent.
Yeah, that's true.
Back then, talent was necessary.
No question.
So I just feel like that part is something that you got. The industry is far more superficial now.
Oh, yeah. No question.
It's lazy and it's superficial.
Nice description. I like that.
So I don't exactly fit because I'm not lazy.
All that dancing.
I'm not lazy and I'm not superficial either, you know, and I like to earn everything that I have. I've been an underdog my whole life. So I still believe in nothing was ever handed to me. I still don't believe anything will ever be handed to me. But when I get when I get it, it's gonna feel incredible, and I'm getting it. It's coming.
You put the work in.
Harvest season is coming.
No doubt. So let's talk about that single, Mr. Right. Where did inspiration come from?
Okay, funny story. My producer, was also my husband, actually started writing the song.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, I'm feeling this. And I started throwing out lyrics and stuff. And, you know, we're vibing. And later on, once the song was finished, somebody asked us, yo, what was the song about? He was like, oh, it's a sex song. And I was like, no, it's not. No, it's not at all. He's like, yeah, it is. What did you think we was writing?
Right.
And I'm like, well, to me, it'll teach you. Everything's up for interpretation.
Exactly. That's what I say. It's
Because
funny.
he straight up thought, you know, we put out a freaky song. And I was like, no.
Right.
That's not how I wrote it.
You found your Mr. Right.
Right. My thing was, it's about a woman having a choice and being in control of being able to say yes or no. Because the song is like, you know, you could be Mr. Right, but you could not. And the way I wrote it was like, this feels good right now. But I get to decide at the end if I want to pursue this down, you know, to continue to pursue this or not. Because, you know, everything's about women having a choice now, which is a beautiful thing.
Exactly.
And that's how I took it, which was way different from the direction he was going with that.
That's funny. So we are anticipating an EP. When can we expect that?
My goal is to drop my second single at the top of the year, and the EP will be available shortly after that. So early first quarter, you know.
What's basically the theme you're going for with your music right there?
I'll give you this. The EP is called Tease.
Okay, say no more.
And it's up for interpretation too, I guess. But to me, it's a teaser of my sound. You know, I'm so ready to create new stuff and put it out. But this is what I have. It's like an introduction, you know. And my second single is called Tease too. So it was just appropriate, you know.
No doubt. Well, give them that description of what's out now. Tell them about Mr. Right. Introduce that joint.
Yes. So Mr. Right is out on all music platforms, literally everywhere. Different countries. You know, you want to illegally download it? Please don't. Go stream it for real. Let's get these streams up. You know, we got kids to feed. And the video is out. It's on Vivo, which is now owned by YouTube. Just stream it, listen to it. Put your friends on. Put your family on. You know, support the independent artists. It's a strong single. I believe in it. You should believe in it too.
No doubt.
Knock, knock at your door. Let me in, pull me close. Give love, sweet and low. Sugar high, overload. Short circuit everything. Every time you touch me, I don't need a drink, 'cause you already got my body buzzing. Feeling needy, kinda greedy. Gimme, I don't need a cavity, but I don't care because I want it all. Oh, you're just the best guy. Always turn it on at the right time. Always cute out with the right line. Damn, you got me trying to find me like it's right. Can't let him slip by. Even though I might be wrong, still wanna give a try. If you're not the type to lie, sail off into the night. Can't let him slip by. Feel like you're Mr. Right. Might be dark room, candlelight, set the mood, bright at night. He knows what I need. It's like you read my mind. Right now I'm levitating on a bed of roses. Yeah, he bring that magic to me. Close up, ooh, baby, out the head tricks make it hard to focus. I could spend the whole day, wouldn't even notice. Oh, you're just the best guy. Always turn it on at the right time. Always cute out with the right line. Damn, you got me trying to feel like you're Mr. Right. Can't let him slip by. Even though I might be wrong, try. Sail off into the night. Feel like you're Mr. Right. Might be. You seem so perfect. You seem like you're Mr. Right. You seem like you're Mr. Right. You seem so perfect. You seem like you're Mr. Right. You seem so perfect. You seem like you're Mr. Right. You seem so perfect. You seem like you're Mr. Right. Yeah, you seem like you're Mr. Right.
I think I'm giving out to the guys.
that joint is banging. I'm digging that. I love the sound. It sounds so crisp and clear. Who's some of the producers on that? What?
It's just Boo-Thang. His name is Davion Forever. Please go follow him. He's incredible.
He did his thing.
And we recorded that in a closet.
What? No, everything
At
about
home,
that is official tissue.
in the closet.
Yeah.
And he mixed and mastered it.
Mm-hmm.
I
see you add your little choreography moves up in there doing your thing. That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's our baby right now.
I can see that doing its thing. We're going to keep bumping that one out here. We digging out here in Atlanta.
Yes.
No doubt. Talk about how the stage is your happy place. Before we get up out of here, let them know about that, about you.
It is. It took me a long time to figure out that I love dance, I love singing, but performance is my passion. It's something about getting up there and putting all the pieces together that just really is. It's the only place where I feel like I make sense, you know, because I've never fit anywhere. Even I still, you know, as a grown woman, a mom, a wife, whatever, I still feel like that. Like, where do I go?
Right.
But that's where it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I imagine that for a lot of the people that find their passion in performance, that's where it makes sense.
Okay. And it definitely shows you tapped into your passion, putting it out to the world. Tell them where they can get that song, Mr. Right again.
Yes, Mr. Right is available on all music platforms. And you can follow me on social media at VIJETANOW. And you can find a video to Mr. Right, which just dropped today on YouTube, Vivo. Just look it up.
Y'all definitely check it out. It's also over there on It's Bigger Than Hip Hop's page on Facebook if y'all can't find it anywhere else. It's right there too. Vinjetta, it's definitely been an honor.
Oh, look, y'all heard him say my name wrong, right?
I said it wrong. I had it right once. Like I rolled the dice. It's like, should I say it? Help me say it again. Say it.
Ain't no N in it.
Vinjetta.
Thank you.
There we go. It's definitely been an honor and pleasure having you. Continued success to you and doing your thing.
Thank you. And thank you for letting me get my first interview out.
No
Second
question.
one gonna be better than this.
Nah, what you mean? Nothing gonna get better than this. This gets no better than It's Bigger Than Hip Hop, baby.
Y'all are awesome. Thank you.
No doubt. We appreciate you. Shout out to Tasha for connecting us.
Yes, thank you, Tasha. Happy birthday.
No doubt. Hey, y'all make sure y'all check us out. Next week, we're going to be at 4335 Roosevelt Highway. We kicking off our first artistry showcase. It's going down. Featuring Josh Waters. Also, we got my peoples. You know, I love me some Mama Soul. Also, returns. Again, with them returns, we keep them returns. We must be doing something right. Miss Kiana Nicole going to be performing as well. So y'all make sure y'all come check us out over there in College Park. Peace and love, family. You got some last words you want to tell the people?
Yes. If you really want something, you make it happen. You don't wait for nobody to do it for you. Let me be an example of that.
Watch now. Watch out. All right? Until next time, family. Peace and love.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl, Selena Johnson, and breakfast is over. It's dinner time now, baby. Every Friday, live on iHeartRadio. It's bigger than hip-hop radio.
This your boy, Johnny Cabell, checking in. It's bigger than hip-hop, so make sure you stay tuned in.
Hey, man, this your boy, Rich, checking in. It's bigger than hip-hop radio. Why? Because it's bigger than hip-hop. It's bigger than music. It's bigger than life. But you can find it on like the computer screen and TV. So it can get this small, but it's really big. Think about it.
Yeah, this your boy, Drummer Boy, a.k.a. D-Boy Fresh, and you watching me right here on Bigger Than Hip Hop, iHeartRadio. We beneficial.
This is none other than Marlena, aka Lois Lane. Breakfast is over. It's dinner time now. On It's Bigger Than Hip Hop with your host Jeff Hodges on iHeartRadio every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern.
It's bigger than hip hop, yeah.